Good morning, everyone. So nice to have you here with me this morning. Welcome to Passion Yarns, the podcast. This is episode number 7, and we are here this morning, April 5th of 2020. I'm so glad to see you. We're calling this podcast Quarantine Continued, because that's kind of where we are. Everybody's still, most everybody in the country is in a stay-at-home lockdown kind of situation, so I guess we're all in the same boat together. I want to start off with sharing a little bit more about Passion Yarns. If you're new to the podcast, Passion Yarns is my independent yarn dyeing company. We do that here out of our home. We've just celebrated our 3rd anniversary last month. And have really enjoyed it. You're here with me in my inventory room, what we're calling the inventory room. It's where all of the yarn is being stored, and where I can get to it and able to ship it out when I get the orders. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at our website, please go on to PassionYarns.com, see what we have to offer. I have discovered in the last couple of days that there's a lot of my yarn that I have not gotten pictures of, or haven't gotten made available, or haven't gotten, I'd finished school, seriously, that I have not yet made available on the website. So I'm working on those, so keep an eye out for those new colorways. We will also be offering a 20% off coupon throughout the month of April. So to kind of give you an idea about what you would be seeing on our website, we offer different yarn blends. The bulk of these are going to be in a fingering weight yarn. I have it in 75-25% merino nylon, which is a good sock yarn. We also offer cashmere merino nylon. We have a blend that includes Donegal tweed, so that's little specks of different colored yarns that's in the yarn and makes it for a really great textured yarn. We also offer a yak blend, so it's a merino yak. And it is a wonderfully soft, deep tone colorways. We have a lace weight yarn that is made from merino and silk. Not merino, what am I saying? Mohair and silk. It's nice to use with another yarn for a halo, or if you want to make something that's very nice and light and airy, that's the perfect yarn for that. And we've recently begun to develop a DK line of colorways that are complementary to some of our other colors, and those are available on our website, and as time goes by, more will be made available to there too. So take a look at our website and then take the advantage of that 20% off coupon. Now our yarns run from $18 to $20, and that's our everyday price. So our tagline for our business is quality hand-dyed yarns at everyday low prices, and those are low prices. You're not going to find very many dyers who on a regular basis have their yarns priced at the same price that we've got. So take those low prices and deduct that 20% off coupon. You're getting a really great deal. And the good part about what's going on right now is the mail is still working. So we can get any order into the mail as soon as possible to you. So take a look and see what we have to offer there on Passion Yarns. We have just found out that our May show has been canceled. We knew last month that our April show, the one in Greencastle, Indiana, was canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And we, again, were notified just recently that our May Mother's Day weekend show, which is called Shepherd's Harvest, and it is up in Lake Elmo, Minnesota, has also been canceled for this year, where it's difficult for everybody when that happens. It's difficult for the show organizers because they're losing a lot of revenue. It's difficult for the vendors because they are also losing a lot of revenue. So it's tough for everybody for this time of year. So if you're not supporting me, I would really, really strongly encourage you to support other independent dyers, help keep these folks in business. Some of them are really depending on the money, and so it's going to give you a great opportunity to get wonderful yarns. I know we go to the yarn shows to be able to feel everything, and unfortunately we do not have feel-o-vision, so you would be able to feel how soft they are. But know that everybody who offers yarns in this market are giving you good quality yarns, and they're going to be great, soft, wonderful yarns. So support your local dyers. Find somebody who is offering what it is that you like, and make sure that you're helping them through this really difficult time. Of course, what's on everybody's mind right now is the coronavirus. We're all living under some kind of quarantine. Most states, although I understand not all states, have put in a stay-at-home order through their mayor. We're in Illinois, and so our stay-at-home order happened some time ago, and it has now been extended through April 30th. So we'll be hanging out at home for a while, and there's lots of things that we can do, and we talked about that a little bit on my last episode. But I just wanted to let you know that we're all in the same boat together. Everybody is dealing with the same thing, and there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to get better. It is unfortunate that we do have a certain population that is believing that this is a complete hoax, and they are contributing to the spread of the coronavirus. The medical professionals are telling us that it is going to get worse before it gets better. So we really all need to hunker down, stay inside, practice all of the things that they ask us to do, to make sure that we're not spreading it, because the sooner this is done, the sooner we all get back to normal. This has hit harder for some folks than it has for others. I mean, my husband and I are very fortunate that we're both still working. I'm able to work from home. He still goes into the plant to work. But there are a lot of people who have lost their jobs, and our hearts really do go out to those who are struggling right now. Take advantage of every social benefit program that is available in your area, and make sure that you're receiving the help that each part of the government is offering to help with. We will be working together to get beyond this, and I put together just a little bit of a video that I thought would be my own personal perspective on COVID-19 and how things are going to be ending up for us. And so I just want to insert that here, and I hope you enjoy. I'd like to share this one-woman retrospective on the coronavirus and how I believe it will impact our lives. The story is that this is a virus carried by bats, and it infected a human through consumption of an infected bat. From a Western perspective, that's just ew. But I have to say that I'm not entirely surprised that this would spread to a worldwide pandemic. We are all global nations and have become, in a way, very dependent upon each other. During wars, nations have joined together to fight evil and oppression, and through those wartime friendships and the basics of economics have developed trade and international corporations. We visit far-off and exotic nations to learn and relax. We seek the natural resources and use the regional knowledge that each culture has to offer. Although this pandemic is being fought now in each individual nations, we are still all in the same war. For people, though, it trickles down to just a few things. Stay home, wash your hands, social distance. The ways we interact with each other, friends and family, have become taboo, and where we go from here will likely change us for many years to come. But what we will do is learn to appreciate each other more, and to recognize that those connections that we have with each other are precious. We might even like our jobs more. We will be less likely to discount anyone because they can be gone from us in a flash. We'll begin living each day with gratitude for the people and the things that we have in our lives. But first, we must get beyond the now. And when we are on the other side of COVID-19, our world may be different, but we will have together and separately fought the silent, unseen foe and win. Thanks so much for watching that. I hope that would help you a little bit. There's maybe a little bit of a different perspective, as we're in the middle of this fight, and it's hard for us to see the other side of it, to see that there's something that's going to be coming from this that's going to be better than what it is that we're seeing right now. But I truly do believe it. I think we're going to absolutely economically and socially rebound from this. It may be a new norm for us, but we're all going to get on the other side of it. And so I just encourage you to stay positive and keep on keeping on, and it will get better. So best of luck to you. Please stay healthy. Do all the stuff they tell us to do. So we're going to move on to my works in progress. So, you know me, lots of stuff. And there's lots of stuff. So first of all, I want to say I've got a couple of different pairs of socks that are going, and one is from a sock. Oh darn! I didn't bring the sock up. Is from a sock that I found when I was cleaning up my craft room to do the video for last time, and I had obviously had worked on this because there's one full completed sock, so I only have to do one sock to complete this particular pair. It is out of this yarn. Isn't that fun? It's kind of Halloween-y, like orange and gray and black, and it is from a place called Fresh from the Cauldron. And this colorway is called Shoot First, Ask Questions Later. How fun is that? So this is a really nice 2-ply fingering weight yarn, and this is where we are. Does this really great spiral. Let me get that out of the way. Does this really great spiral around the sock at the beginning and through most of it, and then the heel is a little less organized, but the whole body of it is like this. I'm knitting this. Apparently I knit the first one in the Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern. That's suddenly become the pattern that I'm using all the time. And so I've got one sock ready, and this is the second one. And so I'm hoping to get some time in to work on that. I like to, if I redrive anywhere, which I really don't do, I'm not really going anywhere, I do like to knit when my husband is driving. So that's a nice small project that can go with us. And then the second pair of socks that I'm knitting is also a Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern. This is the first sock, so this is as far as I've gotten on this one. I really love these colors that they blend all together. They're really a deeper tone of blue and purple. Again, this is a Hermione's Everyday Sock. I'm knitting these on size 2 needles. I wanted to show you these other needles. I don't know if you've seen these before. And I don't remember who the manufacturer is, but these are needles that have 2-inch marks on them. So on the needle itself, each one of these colors is 2 inches. And then on the cable, and I don't know if you can see that, but there are little dots here and here and here that also help with measuring. I like these needles, but the join is not very much fun to work around. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with that. But these are some Knit Picks size 2 circular needles, and this join is just as smooth as a baby's butt. It's easy to get on, it's easy to move, and so it makes it a lot more user-friendly. When you're working with these, you don't have to struggle with the join. So this is Knit Picks yarn, this here, and it is called a Lullaby in their hand-painted stroll colorway. That's really pretty too. So that's my second pair of socks, working on those. I really did not do much in the way of socks last year, so I didn't have much or many new pair of socks for the winter, and so I think I'd like to get my new sock pile going for this upcoming winter. So that's what I would like to do. So those are the 2 pairs of socks that I have going on. I started another pattern, of course. I know I'm going to stop apologizing for it, because seriously, that's just what I'm doing. This is called the Effortlessly Chic Ruana. And it's really pretty. I love that purple. That is so pretty. This is, like I said, this is a Marley Bird pattern, and it is available on the Red Heart website. And it's just, it is basically a big rectangle that's split in the front. So that's it. I'm using kind of the same purple. I wanted to get that really deep, beautiful colorway. And so here is what I've got going so far. It's all bunched up on the, I'm not using a very big cable on my needle, but this is in stockinette stitch, so knit one side, purl the other side. This is on a size 8 needle. And this basically a stockinette pattern until you finish it. And then you're instructed to do a little ripple, this part here, a little rippled edging all the way around it. So on both sides and front and back at the bottom. So that will be really pretty. I ordered some more yarn for that because I didn't have as much as I needed in that colorway to finish that, but I think that is really pretty and it's going to be great for the winter time. Then I started another pattern, of course, and let me see if I can get all this here. Everything's all jumbled together. This is a shawl, and it is called Pansy. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It is called Pansy. Isn't that pretty? It is by Jenny Park. And this is a mosaic knit pattern, which is basically a series of slip stitches. And the colors that I have chosen are red and black. Now I had this when I cleaned up my craft room. I found this colorway. This is an alpaca blend. I can tell because of the long hairs that are in it. I have no idea where I got it from, and I have no idea who the dyer is. I'm really sorry because the work is just beautiful. This is a really beautiful deep tone of red. I think it's really great. It's a fingering weight, super, super soft. And then the black, also from my stash, is a patent Croy socks, right? Patent stretch socks in black. And that's what's doing the other tone of this. So this is going to be a black and white shawl. So here we go. Here's where we are so far. So it's a very asymmetrical kind of shawl pattern. And then this is the mosaic pattern here, which is, you know, just a series of slip stitches that you do over 2 rows. And then they're offset for each following 2 rows. So it's really pretty. It's really nice, and that's going to be a fun one to finish too. I do need to concentrate a little bit more on doing that mosaic pattern just because I haven't done very many rows of it. So I have a lot more to work on that. But again, this is Pansy by Jenny Park. I believe I found it on Ravelry, and it was a free pattern. So let me show you a little bit about. This is another picture right there, and then there's the chart and schematic. I'm not real good with charts, but I'll figure it out. So there we go. That is that one. And then the last one, I have for the Christmas, I got a package of small skeins of yarn from Amazon, and I used those to knit matching scarves for our unofficially adopted daughter and her girlfriend for Christmas gifts. And they were a lot of fun to use, those little pieces of yarn. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to make kind of a scrappy blanket, except for use the yarn that's already in skeins. So I ordered these from Amazon. Again, these are not very expensive at all. There are 44 yards in each one of these little skeins, which makes 2 of the little square motifs that I'm using. Oh, put the label off. Let's see there. It's just a little small little skein that I'm crocheting these little squares. Now this is inspired by someone in my knit group. Her name is Kelly, who has done the most beautiful stained glass window pane crocheted motifs I have ever seen in my whole life, that she's putting together in an afghan for her brother, which I think is gorgeous. So I found this pattern, and honestly, I have looked all over the place and cannot find again, where I found the pattern from. It's really, really easy. It's basically double crochets with the black is single crochets, and you do trebles down into this to make that, and then this part is also a treble from the last row of the double crochet. So I'm using black that I already had in my stash, and then all these little skeins, and I bought 2 packages of these, so I have 60 of them. So I should be able to make a decent size shawl, or blanket with those. Those are the pink ones, and these are the blue ones that I've done so far. So I'm working on that. This is, again, crochet. I'm using a size H crochet hook, and I think that's going to be a really pretty thing. I will find that, I'm going to do everything I can to find that pattern. I looked again this morning, and I mean, it was just such a simple pattern that I didn't even bother to print out the pattern. And I should have, because you guys are going to need to know about it, right? So that's something that I will be working on. And I'll see if I can get those in the show notes for when I put this up on YouTube later today. Okay. You know this doesn't happen very often. And I'm really, really excited to say I have a finished project. Finished project. This is my sweater. I'll get that for you. Here we go. This is my first sweater by Marley Bird. I finished this week. Got it washed and blocked and sewn together, and I absolutely love it. So this was made out of the Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, worsted weight, and its color is medium blue, and I just think it's so pretty. And I'm really, really happy to have a finished project. That just doesn't happen very often. You know that I just keep starting them. That's why I have to clean my craft room. Okay, excuse me. So there we are with my stuff. I wanted to just share a little bit our knitting group. Last time I had said that we were hoping to be able to meet together via video conference, and we've been able to do that for 2 weeks in a row now. Not everybody's able to join us, but it's been really great to see some faces, and because I feel a little isolated. We're not going to be meeting again until April 15th. But we are doing it on a video conference, so if you would like to join us, I would love to have you with us. I'd love to see your faces. We do meet through Zoom, so if you have that capability on your electronic devices, shoot me an email at passionyarns@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to send you the link so that you could join us for our knitting group. That would be a knitting, crocheting, crafting group, whatever. We'd love to have you join us. So just let me know if that's something that you would like to do. Now, we're not going to be meeting this Wednesday, but we will be meeting again on April 15th. So please feel free to shoot me an email, and we will be happy to have you there with us on our video chat. So always do wedding last because it is, excuse me, it is the biggest thing. Actually, the biggest thing after coronavirus, okay, for reals. That's been going on in our world. Our daughter is a little bit nervous about the wedding and whether or not it's going to happen because of everything that's going on with coronavirus. But we have insured her. Excuse me, there we go. We have insured her that she will be getting married on August 14th. No matter what. If we have to figure out a different way of doing reception, then that's fine, we'll do that. But we're going to make sure that her wedding goes off without a hitch. If it's just family in the backyard, then that's what we're going to do. But we're gonna do the best that we can to keep our world going the way that our world should be going. So that's about all I have this week for Passion Yarns, the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'd love to hear what you think, and if you have anything that you would like to share, I do look at the comments, so please be sure to let me know if you have anything. We're getting this up on YouTube today, provided that electronically and technologically everything works smoothly. We never know for sure how that's going to be, but most times it works okay. So I just want to say thank you for joining me. I hope you and your family and your loved ones are all staying safe and healthy. Please follow all of the guidelines of the CDC and what every single health department and every doctor in the country is saying right now to wash your hands, stay inside, stay away from people as much as possible, and social distance when you do have to go out. And we hope that we will see you, or I am plan on seeing you here next time at Passion Yarns, the podcast. Thanks.